Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Hart. Here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. And so Mark Daignault calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Anyone who loves defense will have their eyes on this one. GA2 great defensive teams squaring off here.
And Kevin, you'll see some similarities between both of these sides. The activity they have defensively, the way they rotate.
In transition, here comes San Antonio. Holmgren with the steal. Williams scanning the floor. Holmgren outside. Launches it. Wembanyama with the rebound.
And, you know, he just got a little ahead of himself on that one. How does a great finisher not dunk that ball? I still can't figure that one out.
Now Williams following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. And that one's good. Caruso.
Well, they've broken the seal. Now we begin.
Man, I have been looking forward to this matchup. It should really be an interesting one.
Pass to Wembanyama. To the paint. Back to Vassell. Clock at 4. It's good.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Greg, we've heard guys like Nikola Jokic say Wembanyama would change the league. And he certainly has.
Kevin, he has taken big man with guard skills to an entirely new level. It might be as big a change as what Steph Curry did with his unparalleled range.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after the basket by San Antonio. Tim, how about Cason-Wallace? A tone setter on the defensive end.
Well, yeah, he is going to make you work on every single possession. He is one of the best on-ball defenders in the entire league, and he's got great hands so he can rack up those steals.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. The obvious topic of concern for him is how to prevent Shai Gilgeous-Alexander from getting into the lane. He said even when you pack it in, SGA knows all the angles and he finds the creases. And then, even if you do stonewall him, he just rises up and drops in the middle. Guys, back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie.
And there is no hesitation on Vassell's catch-and-shoot jumpers. Any sort of room, and he's letting it fly.
Lets the three fly. Caruso grabs the miss. The Thunder with the lead. Wallace with the ball. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Back to Williams. No good on the triple.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
And folks, don't underestimate Wembanyama's greatness. Look at the big man run the floor.
Got that one up quick. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points so far.
What a great start for him. Looking real confident in his approach.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
SGA, good. That's a high percentage look for SGA.
Now, here's Fox. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
.105 left in the first quarter of the game. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Pass to Wembanyama. Castle feeling it out a bit. It's Fox atop the key. Driving inside. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Here's Williams. Nice defense by Vassell. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Trailing by 2. Here's Champagnie. Hands it from downtown.
And since he entered the league, Vassell's playmaking has really come a long way. He is a solid creator.
And yes, it's good. Wembanyama, right side. Castle up top. Here's Champagnie. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Thunder lead by 1.
Oklahoma City, 15.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Yeah, nice job of just getting out in the open floor and creating cross-match.
Everybody in this league wants to run, but not everybody has the personnel to do it. This is a great start.
Back to Harris. Rebound by Williams.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
And Greg, last season, the Spurs broke the longest playoff drought in franchise history.
Yeah, it's been 6 straight years outside the playoffs. In the prior 5+ decades, they've only missed the postseason 5 times total. We're talking NBA, ABA, you name it.
And stolen by Caruso. She finishes at the other end. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Thunder.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
The drive by Castle. Deflected. Wembanyama. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. Tim, talk about intimidation factor. Wembanyama always a threat to lead the league in block shots.
Well, his length and agility really changed the court for teams. Scorers often have to abandon drives they normally would take, and obviously this guy can alter any shot on the floor. Out in the open floor, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is one of the most dangerous players in this league.
Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. De'Aaron Fox is producing at a high level in San Antonio. He said, quote, "I'm still doing what I was before, but now I'm doing it more efficiently on less shots than I had in the past. It's been an adjustment for me not playing on the ball all the time, but playing with this team, it's great." Back to you guys.
Yeah, he's finding that balance. Thanks for the update, Allen. And the basket by Castle.
A bigger guard 6'6" Castle can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Inside. And stolen by Wallace. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Holmgren on the follow. And the Thunder lead by 6.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
And the rejection by Holmgren. Down low. Back to SGA. To the middle. Nice shot by Wallace. Wallace has got the lead up to 8 now for the Thunder. Greg, when facing one of the all-time greats, what does a player's mindset have to be? You've been in that position often.
Use it as motivation. Kevin, don't be in awe and just take it right at it. Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
In Gilgeous-Alexander, Tim, you can see the same will to win that so many of the greats have had.
There's no doubt. When stakes are the highest, that's when SGA is going to be at his best. He just has that mental makeup. A guy who won't allow his team to lose.
Here's SGA. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10. In the corner, it's Harris. Looking it over. In low. Wembanyama. And he makes good on the layup. Wembanyama's got 13 points.
It is going to be hard to get a hand to Wembanyama's shots on the inside. Great instincts and just too much length.
Here's Holmgren. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Johnson, good.
Can't allow Johnson to get that deep. Once he's there, he's going to be able to score.
Outside, SGA. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the half. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. And Oklahoma City making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
We've got 33 seconds left here in the second. Here's Harper. That one good for 2. Harper's got his first 2 points.
So good at reading the floor off the bounce and getting into the teeth of the defense.
Here's Harper.
Take your time. Don't give him another possession.
Clock management is everything right here. Time and score are paramount.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Right side, Williams. That doesn't fall. Can't drop his first shot. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Castle.
Well, you can't let that happen. That seems like a mental mistake.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Substitution on the court.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander sinks the three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 16. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Thunder. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Harper surveying the defense. Wembanyama outside. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Shot clock at 5. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Smart play there. I don't think we give Wemby's IQ for the game enough love, but he was a pro in France at a young age, and that obviously gave him a lot of experience.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
And Tim, this Thunder team, just a tenacious defensive outfit.
Well, they are so disruptive all over the floor, always near the top of the league in blocks and steals, and yet somehow, despite all that activity, Kevin, they managed to avoid foul trouble.
Holmgren in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. Fires it up. That one wide left. San Antonio trailing here. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
So, Tim, he's not the biggest guy on the floor, but Keldon Johnson, man, he's a physical player.
Well, I'll tell you what, if effort and intensity are considered a skill set, Keldon Johnson is very skilled. Very few guys in this league have a higher motor than Johnson. He is full throttle.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you. The Spurs have come a long way. Asked if he was surprised by their rise, Victor Wembanyama said no, because I've seen everybody put in the work and the sacrifice. What the future holds? He said only one way to find out. There will be some good and some bad, but it's about how we react to everything. Kevin?
The sky is the limit for him. All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
Well, if Tobias Harris sees a lane to the rim, he is going to exploit it.
They get it back. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play. The Thunder have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And take a look back at last season, and what a season it was for them from the free throw line. 82% as a group.
And Holmgren possesses sky-high potential. His length and versatility making him such an intriguing prospect.
Wembanyama looking it over. He won't miss many from there. Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Harper. Johnson outside. Back to Harper. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On the way, Harris. And the 3 ball is good. Harris has got 5 points so far.
Man, what a game. It's been back and forth all night.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Batted away by Wembanyama with authority. Victor saw that coming a mile away.
Wembanyama fighting for it.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
And the dunk by SGA.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It is nice to have a playmaker who can also get up and finish like that.
Back to Harper. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Holmgren can't hit. San Antonio leading. Johnson for 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
When Johnson's feeling it from range, he can be lethal.
Legs in the Wild West, the Spurs have thrown their hat in the ring.
Well, you know, Kevin, when OKC won their title, it looked like they were going to be in that spot for a long time. We wondered who in the West could give them a run for their money. Well, we have the answer. It's the San Antonio Spurs. They are for real.
And Wembanyama outside. good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
And how about the show Wemby's putting on here? When he gets it going, Victor is pretty much unstoppable.
The putback, Holmgren on the follow.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Both teams changing it up here. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
Yeah, they needed to call one there. They're forcing the issue, and it's leading to ugly turnovers.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
Yeah, this coaching staff is frustrated right now. They just can't figure out a way to slow him down. They've got to push him off his spot.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Here's Fox. 35 seconds left to play here in the third. Outside for Wembanyama. Back to Fox. Wembanyama, a screen. Out to the right wing. Holmgren with the steal. For the tie. Williams can't hit. Now Champagnie. Back to Barnes. He could go. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen.
Oklahoma City, 47.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Here's SGA. Here's Holmgren. To the middle. Strong finish from Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Wembanyama.
Elite at the defensive end. Holmgren makes up for a lack of strength with great length and timing.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Down low. Just 4 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot.
And that's one of those tough areas to feed the basketball at times.
Hassel misses. Caruso looking for an opening. Here's Holmgren. SGA on the wing. Back to Caruso. Inside. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. Just 3 to shoot. And it's SGA missing.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Wembanyama, a screen. To the paint. Down low. Here's Castle. Wembanyama down low. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
At well over 7 feet tall. Inside is easy money for Victor.
Here's Champagny. Wembanyama outside. Buries the deep ball.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Up top, Holmgren. Outside, SGA. He's off from 3.
Well, let's make no mistake about it. If you want to cut into this lead, you're going to have to generate much better shots than that.
Now Barnes. Outside, Wembanyama. Now Fox. Barnes down low. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Thunder trailing by 5. Now Holmgren deflects that one. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes.
And that's great activity from the defense. Close to getting the turnover.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Does not go. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. San Antonio making a switch here. Castle with it. Here is Wembanyama. Yep, that goes down.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And they've got a lot of momentum right now, trying to close this thing out.
Now, SGA. Holmgren. They can't stop the run with that one.
It won't show up in the box score, but that shot contest was as good as a block.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
This is an important trip up the floor.
Yeah, this is one of those moments where everything is going to have to go your way.
And stolen by Caruso. Here's Holmgren. And stolen by Wembanyama. Wembanyama rips down the rebound. And stolen by Caruso. Holmgren. And he gets off the break with a jam.
Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for Holmgren. They needed that basket.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now Fox. Five on the clock. Wembanyama, a screen. Shoots the 3. And so it's San Antonio with the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that about wraps it up. For Tim Legler, great.